All right, good morning, guys. How's everybody doing this morning? So this morning we got a little bit of weakness coming in on Bitcoin. You are dropping out of this wedge formation pattern thingy majigger, whatever you want to call it. Here was your 4-hour support. You lost that. You can see that you lost it with a very weak candle indeed. So basically people are going to be looking, especially people like me, will be looking to take any short setup they can find on a retest of your last 4-hour support up into that trend line thing right there. So basically the next level, at least the next 4-hour level that I see would be 31,968.96 right here. And if you switch over to the 8-hour, you can see that it's lower. The 8-hour level is lower, 31,602. And then on the daily, 31,569. So right now it looks like you're trying to catch a little bit of support off the closing price of this bullish candle. Can it hold support? Absolutely. I mean, nobody knows where support is going to hold or where it isn't. We don't know where support is even ever going to be. The strategy teaches you places to look for where that may happen, but you know, it doesn't always work out the way we want it to. So price action's heading lower. You're going to get a lower close today. The only way that this thing would not look bad is if you closed all the way back up here. So you could see how that daily area, well, let's get rid of this stuff. Let's get rid of this. Just bear with me. You can see how this bearish candle held support, right? And then when we put in this candle the other day, I was telling everybody, be careful. People wanted to say that this is support. I said, yeah, it's support. It technically is, but it doesn't mean it's going to hold. And you never want to see a bullish move away from support and then immediate pull back into support. That's generally weak. So if that happens, you know, you got to stand back a minute and see if it's going to lose that level. If price goes immediately back to it, the chances are it wants to break it. Good morning, AC. Thank you for the super chat, my friend, for the help yesterday. Hey, it's my pleasure, my friend. It's my pleasure. So we've lost support. The close is going to be important. There's a high probable chance that you're going to get a close below 33,516.11. That's this level here. Very high probable chance. So the next level of support on the daily is 31,594.63. So you could probably get a check all the way back down to that level. You lose this, guys, you're going back down to your yearly open and your yearly lows, which is not good, right? Not good. So Bitcoin's been in this range. When it made that capitulation low, it happened on May 19th. We are in July. This is July the 8th. You've been trading sideways and off 50%. At the end of this month, if you are still trading below 50K, it's going to be looking more like a bear market, right? It's going to be looking a lot more like it. Price action is bearish, guys. Price action is bearish. Keep that in mind. I am not saying this is the bear market. I am simply saying price action is bearish. Your near-term trend is to the downside. So that's always going to hold more weight until you start getting higher highs and higher lows. There just aren't enough buyers to maintain the amount of supply. So when you got a lot more supply than demand, you go down. It's as simple as that. So next level of support on Bitcoin, 31,594.63. This daily close. Bearish candle right there. All right, so yesterday I took a trade on Aussie yen as well as USD or Euro. No, it was pound USD. Give me one moment. Let me go over there as I will explain why I took the trade. Give me 1 second as I just woke up. Let me. Okay, here we go. So basically, let's go over here to pound let's go to Aussie yen first, because that's the trade everybody wants to know about, because it worked out so good. So Tuesday morning on this live stream, we were looking for bullish targets up here at 84.255. The reason being is because when I put out that video, we were trading around 83.997 in this area right here, and we had the RBA, the Bank of Australia, basically did an interest rate decision, and nothing's going to change. Everything's going to remain the same, which generally is bullish. But considering the way all these markets are trading, it's hard to say what investors are thinking about, right? If they do have inflation scares, then they are going to start hedging their portfolios to account for that. So Aussie yen is a general risk off currency. If it starts to fall, people, look at that as risk off. Aussie yen has been trading sideways since February the 24th. All right, here was support. When it put in this big move to the downside, you can see how that support level basically held price. We came in for a check of it the other day, traded up, found resistance, and started heading lower. So on this day, Ed D even said it, like it looks more like a short. It was set up more like a short. And I said, had it been any other circumstance, this is where news gets you in trouble, right? Any other time, I would have been looking to short that on Tuesday, and we would be in up here instead of here, right? So just news is unimportant. The trend was moving down. You made a lower high, then you put in a lower low, came up, made another lower high, boom, boom. This is just sideways price action to get everybody on the wrong side of the trade ahead of the RBA. Got price action to the upside. Bullish targets were here. We never got a setup. All right, never got a setup. So why didn't we get a setup? This is the section of price we were watching right here. We were watching this hourly candle. We did not want to see an hourly closure below 83.886, and we got it. Remember, I said that on that morning, if you get a closure below 83.886 on an hourly level or hourly closing basis, you are scrapping the long. Hopefully you scrapped the long, because that's what I did. I never took a position, and then we had this move a couple hours later. So obviously this was a fake out move to the upside on top of the hype from the interest rate decision. So people were on the wrong side. Retail, I was on the wrong side. Had I taken a trade, I was looking for bullish price action, didn't get it. Boom. So we knew right then that the bulls were on the wrong side of the position. So coming into yesterday, we were moving higher. So how do you find a spot in here to look to get short? Because if you would have got short here, you'd have got stopped out. Short here, you would have got stopped out. Well, that's where your higher level price comes into play. 8 hour right here. When you put in this bearish price action from this first original move, this was a retest of your ETH level right there. That's your short entry. Boom. You take profit ahead of your next support level, which would have been here. This is why you get bounces at these areas, because that's what professional traders are doing. So they take their positions off. Retail and other people are getting long here. This is the news. Boom. There's your close below support. That would be support right there. All right. So now you know you're looking for pullbacks to test a form of resistance. If this was your lowest close, you look for other areas of possible support. Why did I like this one instead of this one? Well, this one was one candle, right? This is a ETH level for the bulls. On a bullish pullback into that area, you're looking to get long. This section of price took multiple sessions before you were able to trade out of the area. So once you put in this bullish candle, that marked resistance until the breakout. So this section of price right here was better because there were more time price spent in this section. So basically this support was the last support. That's your last bearish close. All right. There's your breakdown. Here's your retest. That's your entry short. I had entered this position with a 7 pip stop loss short. And then here we are this morning. Now, I took profits at the lows of day right here. This is when you take profits, because you never know. You never know if you're going to get continuation. You never know if you're going to get a break below. We know the trend is down, and that's what it looks like it's going to do, but you never know. So I instruct people to take profits, because when you enter a position, the sole purpose of entering that position is to take some profits out of the market. That's the sole purpose. If you get in the market and it's going in your direction and you start to feel emotional and you're like, I want to push this thing for as far as it can go. Well, how do you know where it's going to go? You don't. So take some of that original risk off the table. All right? Take profits, not just the risk. You can take just the risk, which would basically mean you're taking about half the position off and then moving your stop to break even. So that way, if it comes back and stops you out, you don't lose anything, but you don't gain anything either. This is why I suggest that you take profits ahead of the low of day or the high of day. This way, you have made money on the trade. This way, if it finds support and it comes all the way back up and stops you out, yes, you lost the unrealized P&L, but you booked a small percentage of profit, and that's the goal, to be consistently profitable. The way to be consistently profitable is you first got to get consistent. Be consistent in the way you execute trades. Be consistent in the way you manage trades. Be consistent in what you are looking for when you take trades. And then consistency will find profitability. This was my entry. There's your push lower. We have not closed below this level of support down here just yet, but it looks like it's going to. So am I looking for a retest of this level to look to get short again? No, I am not. Price has to come up higher, or it just needs to find resistance. It'll show you that by closing an hourly candle, and then you'll see other hourly candles play around with that hourly candles open and close. You know, it's like that. So there is the move to the downside. Why is Aussie yen coming off so hard? Is it because people are freaking out and we're in a risk off environment? No, not yet. Not yet. The reason, where is it at? I just seen it. The reason it's coming off probably has something to do with oil. You can see oil hit a very, very long-term target the other day. Very, very long-term. This is why you do not buy highs. This is called exhaustion risk. Soon as you took out that target, look what happened. Boom, straight to the downside. Would that have been a good spot to enter? Well, it would have been a counter trend trade. But we know that it's a target simply by looking over here. You see that very tall wick right there? That's all price went for. Got above it, took out the stops. Here you go. Straight down. This is why you don't do that. This is why you don't buy highs. Excuse me. So once you took out all those stops up there, so many professional traders took profits right there. So much, in fact, that chances are there weren't many stops up there. I mean, there were a few from retail getting short here, maybe putting their stop above that. But chances are this is a whole lot of big banks, investment firms, hedge funds, you name it, taking profits. 76.88 on a barrel of oil. That's pretty expensive. In fact, if you look at your quarterly level, your quarterly chart, you haven't been trading at these levels since October the 1st, 2014. You are in new territory. Well, for years anyways, for the last 6 or 7 years. So you have made new 6-year highs on oil. Oil's going to pull back and look for support. Is oil going to remain bullish? I don't know. First level of support is this level right here, 71.05. You can see it tested it as support yesterday. It's trying to break it today. If you get a break of this level, you can see you have a Heath level right here. That level was tested. This level was tested. So finding a level that is untested on a daily puts you all the way down to 66.97. Do I think oil's going all the way back down to 66.97 before it finds support? I don't know. This candle, and this candle, those are your support zones to watch if you are trading oil. Do not just blindly buy at those levels. Make sure price shows you that it's going to find support there, right? Just like that. If it's going to find support there, you will get a check of the top of it, and then chances are you'll get a reversal, right? That means that it's going to be bullish, all right? If you come all the way down to the close of that candle, it's more likely to head lower, okay? So those are your first two areas to watch. This one's the one I like the best. That's where I would be willing to watch for trades on oil. I do not trade oil. All right, I do not trade oil. Every now and then I will trade oil stocks when oil is making crazy moves, but I like Forex the best. All right, so that's why I think Aussie yen is falling off. You can see here CAD yen falling off as well, finding resistance at our Heath level right there. Got another test of it, and then boom, there you go, straight down. This level over here is going to be the next level of possible support, unless it finds it where it's at now. All right, I don't like using old levels like this, but it's the lowest closes, so those are the ones that we are going to be looking at until it finds support. If it finds support. If I'm on the wrong one, yeah, sorry. Let's go back to CAD yen and get off the 5 minute. Oh, what's going on? What's going on here? Am I losing frames? No, I am not. So what's going on? Not that one, this one. All right, so here we go. CAD yen on the RSI, about to hit oversold regions. You're not looking to go short into something like that. All right, because people are going to be looking to buy that, and profitable traders from up here are going to be looking to exit their positions. If they do that, you're going to be trying to buy, and you may catch a small bounce at best. All right, once you get that bounce, this is the level that you will be watching to see if it holds as resistance. Let's get rid of this. We were looking for this to continue higher, right? But once oil took out its target, it has done nothing but drop. So it's going to look for support. And on a retest of this level, as long as it holds as resistance, might be a good spot to look for continuation trades to the downside as the next bearish candle in this section of prices down here. So this would be my first and most favorite area to watch for support on CAD yen heading lower. All got to do with oil. Here's your USD JPY. It's also seeing a big move, so obviously the yen is moving stuff that looks exactly like the CAD yen, Aussie yen, New Zealand yen, pound yen. The pound trade, let's go look at that real fast, and then we'll look at a couple cryptos because I am going to be looking for shorts. So here is entry stop on the pound USD yesterday. This is why, right here. It's as simple as that. That big bullish Heath level. You can see it didn't trade all the way into it. All right, but the wick it did. Right, the very low of that wick. So keep the wicks in mind. Just don't, a test of the body is what I like the best. But that's my actual position. I couldn't get logged in my Oanda account yesterday because they did an update. Now I am able to get logged into it, as the support team at TradingView said, "You're a freaking moron. Check the boxes, bro." It's not my fault, dude. They did an update. So it shows you how much I pay attention when logging in from broker to broker. So that's my entry. That's my stop. Those are the exact prices at which I took entry and stop. Took profits at low of day down here, right? So now that I got 2/3 of the position off, stop is at break even. We will see what's going on. Also, on a lot of these things, your quarterly range, it is a new quarter, and that's the low right there. So that was my target. That was also my target on Aussie yen. But you can see that price is having trouble with the opening price of last quarter. That's what seems to be basically holding price up. If you go back into your daily, you will see this. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. That's it. That's your opening price of your last quarter. Oh, wait, no, closing price. Apologies. Nope, I was right. Opening. Sorry, guys. Sorry. So that's your opening price. That's what's holding support today. All right. Daily close. This is your daily support level. So even if you get lower than that, you still have to compete with this. So it has a lot of support right under it. Also, if you go look at the monthly right here, last monthly bearish candle right there, that where it says stop, that is also holding support right there. That's that quarterly open. That's your monthly close. There's a lot of support here. So it's going to take a lot to break down below it. You get a breakdown below it, you can look for a retest of it. Okay, so remember when I was talking about the quarterly level on pound, if we got back down to this level or whatnot, that I was going to be looking for shorts. This was that quarterly level. Let's get rid of all the lines so as not to be confused. This was that quarterly level. We tested it at the beginning of the year. We tested it in the second quarter. We have failed. So third quarter, are we going to get a test? Maybe. If you go into a daily and look, it's not that far away from current price. Here we are. This level here. Remember, I said if we get back below that, I'm going to be looking for short side entries on the pound. You can see when we had the big sell-off from when our Fed in the U.S. did its little FOMC meeting, had a lot of bearishness come out of that meeting. You almost got a perfect retest of that. Would that have been a great spot to enter short? Yeah, it was in hindsight, right? But that's what we were looking for. I wanted to see a daily close get back above it, as I believe if pound could catch a bid, it would be a trade that could last for a half a year or better. But if it fails to get back above that, then we will look to take shorts for continuation of a trend back to the downside. That was it. So now we got a close below support down here, which indicates bearishness. Bears are in control. Here's a beautiful test of a daily Heath level. Right there, you're looking for continuation. Is this an opportunity in intraday to get short on the pound? It is in a way, and it ain't in a way. The reason it is because it's pulling back up off the lows, meaning you have a low of day right there, which is a beautiful bearish target. So watch the close of this bullish candle here, this one. If you get an hourly closure above that level, are you looking to get short? No. Okay, no. This was 1 o'clock in the morning. So this is your close. This is your London open area. This stuff here. So you're pulling back into it. If you're going to see short side continuation, this would be the spot to do it from. If it gets all the way back up to here, can it reverse? Yes, but to be on the safe side, hourly close above one spot, 37941, you are not looking for shorts on the pound USD any longer. That is a 34 pip target to the low of day. So if you are unable to close above this level, it gives you a nice little spot to look for bearish entries, and it even gives you something to put a stop above, right? But can you get up here? If you do, it would be a wick at best, and then you would want to see an instant reversal. But if you close an hourly above that level right there, you're no longer looking for shorts on the pound. This is crazy sideways to up price action intraday. The New York Open is just around the corner. So you do not want to get a closure above that. If you do, you're going to be checking this level for resistance, and on and on and on. So it looks like it's choppy. It's having trouble. If you go look at the euro, it's doing the same thing. It's having trouble. It's actually green on the day, the euro is. This means there is dollar weakness. If the euro is going up, then that means the DXY is going down. Here is hourly resistance. All right? A close above one spot, 18306 is that music too loud? I guess I should have asked. It didn't even dawn on me till just now because of that song. Anyways, If you get a close above that, you're looking for higher prices. Can this area hold as resistance and you can see lower prices? Yeah, it's possible, but this looks like a lot of bullish strength. So why is Bitcoin falling and everything else falling? I don't know. Because the DXY is going up. Intraday, guys. This is intraday. This channel is built around intraday strategies. All right. I do swing trade right now. I'm currently in a short on Aussie yen. We'll see how it goes. But I always am looking for intraday entries. There's your DXY coming down, checking hourly support down here. Let's bring this over here so we as not to get confused. If this level is unable to break, then you're looking for higher prices on the dollar. If this level breaks, you will be looking for lower prices on the dollar. How low? Well, all the way, sorry, wrong one. All the way back down to this level, at least 92,366. There's a target right there for the bears also. So watching this, seeing what's going on, the trend, near-term trend is up. You're not looking for shorts on the dollar. The near-term trend is up. Just the near term. Longer term, this thing is bearish. And I am extremely bearish on it. As long as they're going to print money like it's nothing, I am going to remain bearish on the dollar. But we are price action traders. Price is going higher. Therefore, we look for bullish entries. Is it possible that we get a test of support? Yep. This price action here is a little bit crazy. You did get a daily break above resistance. I do not want to see the low of this candle get taken out. Otherwise, this is going to look more and more like a bull trap. All right? More and more like a bull trap. This was the stuff that we were looking at. You can see how it held it. But then you got to break above it. So that's basically what's going on now. But since you have put in new daily closes, you got new areas of support. Daily support is 92,238. 92,238, and low of day is right there. That's that hourly target right there. That little wick, that's your target. That's your low of day yesterday. And then Ethereum, where are you at? ETH. Oh man, that's right. Everything's alphabetical now because I accidentally clicked that. So it's hard to find stuff. All right, so had a blow off top on Ethereum. That's a blow off top, guys, right there. That's what it looks like. And this is on a daily, so that's a blow off. Since you put in this low right here, well, nope, it got taken out with this. So you have new lows. Basically, this is like we thought we found support, right? We did. You had a nice little bear trap down here, close below support on a daily closing basis. Right there. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Right there, and then immediately reversed out of the area. So does this look terrible on ETH? No, it doesn't. ETH has support down here. 2107.01. As long as this level on ETH is intact, ETH still looks good. Bitcoin is the tide that lifts all ships. So whatever Bitcoin does, so goes most of these cryptos. This is not bad. Also, dollar's going down today. So we shouldn't be seeing so much weakness on anything trading against the dollar. That just means that it's weaker than the dollar, which is not good. So currently, ETH and Bitcoin are both weaker than the dollar, so they are heading lower. ETH support, 2107.01. There's nothing else to say. Am I looking for buys down there? Yeah, possibly. As long as it shows me that it's going to hold a support on at least 4-hour closing bases. Because here's a daily break above resistance. Here's a test of support. You found it and you back above again. Here's a taking out stops. Now you're moving lower. So as long as this level holds, maybe ETH can get a bounce from here. Higher low support and then higher prices. You lose that support, 2107.01 on a daily closing basis. I will be looking for shorts on ETH once again. Once again, not me, but other people. I don't trade ETH and Bitcoin specifically because I hold them both long. All right? I hold them long. And I don't want to mess up my cost basis. So instead of trading those, I trade alts versus it. Lately, I have been trading algo. Orange list. There's algo. Yesterday, I took a short on algo and I got stopped out. I'm 4 for 4 on the week as far as Forex trades, and I'm 0 for 1 on cryptos. This is what I did yesterday. I took a short on this wick here. We went up, took out these stops, right? And then that's when I got short. Also, the reason why I got short is because Aussie yen short was working out so good. Pound dollar short was working out so good. I just had a feeling that we were going to see some short side activity on cryptos as well. So I took a short. And once we pushed lower, I moved my stop down just above this high. And you can see right here, came up and stopped me out like a boss and straight down. So I was right on the trade. My timing was terrible. I didn't even look at the daily level. All right, I screw up sometimes too, guys. It's not just you; it's me too. This is support, old support. If I would have paid attention to the daily chart, I would have waited for a check of that level, but I didn't. I just immediately bounced over to the hourly. Was like, oh, this looks good. Short, enter, done. And then I got stopped out. And it's going lower now. So, yeah, I'm looking for a pullback so I can get short. Let's answer some questions. What's up, chat? Let me go back up. Once again, AC, or not AC, sorry. Yeah, it was AC. Yep, thanks for the super chat, my friend. I am rolling back the comments. A lot of good mornings. What's up, killers, says Nick LaFon. That is right. We are straight killers. Nobody's as accurate as we are. 4 for 4 ain't bad on the week. What's up, everybody? I've noticed right before big bump, certain coins pump as if people knew a dump was coming and decided to pump a coin so it doesn't drop below a certain price. Is it possible? Yes. Sloth bag. Absolutely. This is the reason. There is no... the cryptos is the Wild West. There's no rules. There's no legislation. There's nothing protecting you as the investor. Absolutely nothing. So people that have been trading with bots and algos in America, you know, the rich people, the people that make $5 million a year salary just because their mind is so good with bots and algos, are they over here in the crypto sphere wrecking retail? Yes, they are. Absolutely they are. So yeah, I mean, it's possible. I was looking for a short yesterday too. Did I know something retail didn't know? No. I teach everything I know on this channel. There is a push, or there's where I got stopped at, or right there. I mean, had I just waited 4 more hours and got short, I would have been fine, right? And look at the move, straight down. So that is indicative of what? This is the way. That's the way. So, yeah. Rip crypto, says Tom. Yeah, it's looking pretty rough. Some of these assets are down 60 and 70%. But it's par for the course, right? It's par for the course. Bitcoin itself has had like 4 or 5 85% drops and has recovered in the future. Good morning, Trade Talk, says Dan J. Good morning, or Trade Talk fam. Good morning, Dan. Crazy market indeed. Hey, Heath, quick one, says Dan J. Can you explain the process of how you go about taking off 2/3 of your position on KuCoin futures? Started using it today to short, but confused on how to do this. So on KuCoin futures, I can't pull it up because I'm logged in, and there's no way to take off. So when you enter a position, it throws up that pop-up screen, right? So if you go down to the bottom of the screen where you see all your open orders, and you click market, and it pops up a new pop-up screen, you can't take off 2/3, but you can take off 3/4, right? You can take off 75%. Just click 75%, and it'll close out 75% of the position. Now, it'll ask you if you want them to take off your stop as well. You click yes, because I'm not sure if they adjust the stop for you if you do it that way, right? I've never tried it. KuCoin is new to me too, guys. I don't trade on it very often. I take a couple trades here and there. Like this week, I've only taken 1 trade on it. So I'm learning it too. I will do a tutorial. I just have to open another account, I guess. put a couple dollars in it so that way I ain't afraid of losing it if someone hacks it or whatever, and then I'll just do it. But it's gonna take time because I got a lot of other stuff I have to do first. I'm sure there are KuCoin tutorials out there on YouTube already. I mean, there's everything is on YouTube. But yeah, that's how I do it. I just take off 75% of the position and then put on a brand new stop loss at break even. Mr. Epic, what do you see with the current USD CAD and NZD CAD price action? USD CAD is at resistance. You're not looking for longs on this yet, right? You're at resistance. Over here, no, I found an area of resistance. This thing is at, oh, it was on a longer time frame chart. There's weekly resistance right there. So you're not looking to take longs right now, my friend. What you want to see on USD CAD is you want to see a pullback down to one spot 24646. And as long as that area holds support, then you're looking for bullish entries. This is in a bull trend just for a couple weeks. Obviously, the main trend on this is down. So here you are on your RSI. You're checking above. This is weekly on the 50. If you go to the daily, I'm sure you're already well above it. You were traded up into oversold or overbought, and then you came back on a pullback. Boom, you're checking it again. There's bearish divergence right there on a close. If this thing closes here or lower today, you're going to have bearish divergence on the daily close. But it is what it is, right? So keep that in mind. You are definitely never looking for longs right in front of bearish divergence because people are going to take shorts based on that. All right, daily resistance is up here though. 126,315 right there. That's your daily resistance, but you're testing weekly resistance right now. So look for a pullback down to 124,646 and see if that area holds a support. If it does, you can look for longs. If it doesn't, obviously you're looking for shorts. And then what was your other one? I can't find it. NZD CAD. This is something I don't trade very often because on every single broker in the world, the spread is terrible. NZD CAD. Yeah, all right, so look at this spread. This is Forex.com, though. Forex.com, if you're listening, you suck. I sent you 3 emails asking for you to tighten this spread up, and you haven't. I am leaving you. So look at that spread, 7 freaking pips on this thing. On Oanda, it's not that bad, but it's still bad. NZD, CAD on Oanda. 2.0, so it's not even bad on Oanda. Look at that. Look at your competition. Whatever. Stay away from FX.com, guys. It's freaking terrible. Terrible. There should not be that much spread on anything. There you go. There's daily support way up there, but that's not even in the midst. Weekly support resistance. Sorry, I keep calling resistance support and support resistance, and I apologize for that, guys. Here's weekly resistance. That's your closing bullish price right there. You're above it. You're trading above it, but a close is what's going to matter as that's a weekly level. So you got to wait on a weekly close to see if that level holds or not. Can we find something on a daily? Yeah, here's a daily right there. So this is not a Heath level because the range is simply too big. When you have a massive range candle like that, I don't usually use those levels because that's a big range. Like literally when you're testing it, price can go up into it all the way up to there. So it's hard to gauge exactly where you're looking for it to turn around for entries. But right now you're testing this. All right, daily Heath level, but now you're coming back into it. You tested it yesterday, the day before, and yesterday. You're above it today. So a close above this, you're probably looking for 88271. This is 87588. So if this holds as support, you're going to be looking for 88271. All right, but it's in a near-term downtrend. But if the CAD weakens due to oil, then this may be a nice trade. You may get on a nice trend. So those two levels is what you got to get above before you can head higher, or look for any levels up here, right? So this is the first bounce. It's been trading down here for a long time. So it looks good, but remember, you're in a downtrend, so any pop in price is going to be looked to get sold into. How high does the pop go before the sellers come back? We don't know. But there it is. Daily support all the way down there. You're trading up here. At best, I'd say you're probably going to be checking that level there. You are above 70 as of right now, right? So as long as you can stay, not 70, 50. As long as you can stay above that, the bulls are in control. They have the ball in their court, so to speak. But we'll see. Might be a nice swing trade long. Hey, can you explain support and resistance shortly? Like maybe some tips and tricks. I trade crypto on Binance, leverage tokens since 4 days. The first days made a lot. Support and resistance. There is a whole playlist on my channel that says if you're a new trader, start here. The videos aren't that long, and it's me going into depth of how to find support and resistance, looking for intra-trend levels to look for possible support resistance. It's basically you're looking for the opens and closes of candles. That will be your support and resistance. Resistance is overhead. Anything above price that's going to cause price to stop is considered resistance. Anything below price is considered support. So down here is support, up there is resistance. You got a daily close above resistance yesterday. So this is why you're seeing bullish continuation today. Today is currently an inside day candle though, right? So yesterday almost was, or no, yesterday was an inside day candle too. Since you're trading up here, I would assume that would be the target. Intraday, let me look at this real quick. I'm not. Oh, that's 30 pips. Yeah. Intraday, there's a target right there. NZD CAD. Here's resistance on the hourly. You just got an hourly close above it. As long as that can hold, you're going to be taking this out up here. This is going to be your target. Bullish target on the day. 87810. Looks good. Is it time to take the trade now? I don't know about that. What does it look like on the 5 minute? Terrible? Yep. Looks terrible. Just terrible. I hate this NZD and NZD CAD especially. They're like the most choppiest asset. Pound CAD, choppy asset. Just chops back and forth. You're looking for bullish entries somewhere in this mess, and you're targeting this high up here for now. Make sure you use a stop because obviously it doesn't have to work. But that's all I have time for today. I'm sorry, but there is that video is in there. There's a specific video on it, support and resistance. Then I watched some support and resistance videos and made 30% yesterday. Oh, nice. I would suggest that you learn the support and resistance that I teach other than some random YouTube guy, because some random YouTube guy is probably going to be like, when you got a bunch of touches, here's a touch, here's a touch, here's a touch, here's a touch. So there's support, there's resistance. That's very subjective. The levels that I teach, the way I teach support and resistance is not subjective. It is objective. Unfortunately, we have all reached what, by definition, is a bear market, over 20% down on the highs for 2 months. Quite frankly, I don't understand why Jordan still says mid-cycle shakeout. Because he's confident. Christianly, it is not arrogance. And a lot of people are saying he's arrogant and he's confused and this and that and he's stupid because he's keeping people being long on Bitcoin. I'm going to be long on Bitcoin for the next 10 or 15 years. So whatever happens for the next 5 years, I don't care, right? If it depends on what your time frame is. He's just very, very, what can I say? He's not conceited or any of that. He's confident. That's it. He's confident Bitcoin will be trading higher. And he made a lot of people a lot of money, life-changing money this year, last year. So I mean, it's all on your time frame. If you're looking to get rich tomorrow, then Jordan's channel is not for you. If you're looking to accumulate Bitcoin and become wealthy over the next 10 to 15 years, Jordan's channel is for you. If you like day trading, scalping, intraday ranges, my channel is for you. All right? But I am also an investor and long-term trader. I love Bitcoin and Ethereum. I hold both of those assets long. But as far as, yes, that is the definition on Investopedia.com. 20% off the highs for more than 2 months does constitute a bear market. Absolutely. But they're generally talking about the S&P 500. As you know, Bitcoin is completely different than the S&P 500 because it's so, as of right now, volatile. When it has a lot more adoption, Bitcoin's price ranges will get a lot smaller. When it has a market cap of gold, the price action will behave as gold. You will have very small moves. You will not have 10, 15, 20% moves in the span of a day on Bitcoin once it reaches gold's market cap. All right, so it'll have a lot more liquidity in it. And that's what will slow down the price, and that will bring more adoption, and you're going to see a lot higher prices as far as I'm concerned. So I'm looking at it about the same way. 50% off the highs for an extended period of time. That's why I said at the end of this month, July, if we're still trading below 50% off the highs, I'm going to call it a bear market. You can call it a bear market right now if you want, my friend. That's, it's all good. Thank you, Master Heath, for your valuable inputs and amazing strategies. Can you please do SNX USDT on KuCoin, also ETH USDT? Let's go look at SNX USDT on KuCoin. Shut up. So you got a nice bounce off the lows. This is the problem with this thing, man. It's down 80% from the highs. Synthetic network token, Tether. So, I mean, its chart looks pretty good. It's got a lot of history. A lot of history. This is a daily. And it's been slowly grinding up. This is a nice bounce off the lows. I like it, right? Are you looking for bullish entries? Yeah. Yeah, you are. Where's your EMAs? Well, yeah, there's the 20 below you. That's it. That's it. Here's your last area of resistance before you broke out, so that may become support. The next one is here. You're already trading below it. So potentially look for 8.46 to hold as support. Let's go look at a smaller time frame, see if we can find something smaller. Night. Okay, there's one on a 4 hour. It's a little bit lower, a little bit higher. So watch this area here as well on a 4 hour though. Don't want to see any 4 hour candles get a closer below 9.06 or you're going to head lower. As long as you are not closing 4 hour candles below that, you can look for bullish entries. Stop below this swing low right there. So that would give you like a 4-to-1 just to get back up to that high. If it goes up, obviously, in a bear market or in a downtrend, right? People are going to look to short pops in prices. And anybody that bought, say, over here because they thought this was the time to buy, they're going to look to sell on this too because they've got back most of their money. So this is what causes a lot of selling pressure. It's fear. Fear is what drives a bear market. Greed is what drives a bull market. So you're looking for 9.06 on a 4 hour closing basis. Before you do anything, my friend, will the midpoint of this bullish candle hold as support? Maybe. So you can watch that level as well. Hey Heath, you just answered my question. I took profits ahead of the low of day. Perfect. That's what you want to do, my friend. Both of them on KuCoin, please. All right. What was the other one? ETH USDT. ETH USDT. KuCoin. Yeah, it looks exactly like regular ETH dollar on all the other exchanges. You're checking daily support. There's daily support. The bearish candle. 21.9573. That is your bearish support. Next level of support is going to be 21.0620. There's nothing to do. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of water. Oh man, it's good stuff. There's nothing to do, in my opinion, until you get down to this level or back above this level. All right, and then I'll probably watch 4-hour candles and see how they react. You can see this was also corresponds with 4-hour support on the daily, so that's good. When you have a level like that it has multiple chart time confluences, that just strengthens the level. You can see you've already went in for a retest of it. Once you broke below it, here was your break below. There's your close. Here's your bounce up to test it. And so far you're seeing continued selling. You're going to find possible support right under you on a 4-hour at 21.54. And then down here at 21.24. And then there. But that also corresponds nicely with the daily. So whenever you got like a lot of levels like this, I just use the daily as it keeps your charts cleaner. But there's nothing to do on it until it either gets down to here or gets back above that. If it gets down to here, you're going to wait till it gets back above. You can take long entries down there if you want. Just understand that there's bearish momentum going into the lows. Chances are it's going to go lower. But this is the area where you could possibly get a stop around. I would wait. I would want to see a bunch of candles stalling out here with wicks through, but closes above. Then I would be looking for long. But as long as you're just, I wouldn't touch it. The Agile Leader score, goal. Can you check NZD CAD and USD CAD? Why is I just checked it. So hopefully you seen that. Hey, great clarity as always. Keep up, brother. No, it's my problem, my friend. Morning, fam. Good morning, Jeremy. Also, tell your cat Joe said hi. Pepe, Joe said hi. Your cat's name Joe? No, my cat's name is Pepe. I have another one called Clyde. Oh, and Toto. That's right. There's 3 cats here. One of them's kind of like a stray. He just comes and goes for food. He doesn't basically stay. My name is Joe. He said his cat's name before, but I forgot. Usually, it's Pepe, Toto, and Clyde. I'm too busy to feed my cats. My girl's up. She feeds them. Alright, where are we at? What's going on? I just lost the chat. It glitches out. Oh, there we are. Cat knows the drill. Hi, Heath. I shorted Aussie USD from the weekly and monthly Heath levels. Weekly target got hit. Monthly is still on. Run. Thank you for all the knowledge you share. It is my pleasure, Ajith, and fantastic trade, my friend. Fantastic trade. We look at. We just looked at that, Dan. Hopefully, you got that. Regarding the Dixie. Good morning, Giles. Doesn't the fact central banks across the world are also printing even things out? Yeah, it does. And also, there's another thing. I mean, my bias is bearish on it, but I trade price, so it can keep going up for all I care. It does. Yeah, kind of, sort of. This is the thing. It's also the world's reserve currency, right? As long as it no longer is the case, it's going to get crushed. But a lot of stuff would have to happen for the USD to no longer be the world reserve currency. As long as the USD is the world reserve currency, it can go up, it can go down, and all around. Just that's why I trade price, because biases can get you hurt or make you wrong. Heath, what is the psychology of stop runs? Oh, I missed the question. I'm actually really bullish on the DXY because, yes, the Fed is printing unlimited bills, but at the same time, when the stock market, gold, crypto crashes, DXY always surges, historically anyway. Yes, that's because the dollar is the world's reserve currency. The dollar can be a risk-off asset as well as a risk-on asset. Absolutely. But printing bills puts more money into circulation, which makes you increase the supply. When you increase the supply of anything, it should go lower, right? So when we started printing on the dollar, you had a big fall. Well, they're printing every day because have you ever seen how big $1 trillion on $100 bills is? It takes a freaking train to carry it all. A train with like 5 cars. So this, yeah, I mean, it can go higher. It doesn't matter what I think. But if you're increasing the supply, you're going to see prices fall. And it hasn't really fell that far. If you go look at your quarterly, you can see basically the dollar goes up and goes down. It goes up and goes down. Right now it's trading in a tight range from 102.47 to 989. So from 102 to 89, it's been trading since 2015 in this range. So it hasn't really done anything. If you look way back here, look at the fall that happened, right? So just follow price. This is why I just follow price. All the politics of it don't matter, right? This way you don't have to worry about fundamentals. Price tells you everything. Heath, what is this? Oh, the psychology of stop runs. It's people get there's what it is it's positions. People take positions based on what they see in the market. So this comes down here, right? People got long there. This push lower was just to stop those people out so it could get liquidity to head higher. It's just about liquidity. Bigger banks and hedge funds and stuff, they can't just get filled on a market buy like you and I can. If they did that, they would move the market. If they're trying to buy $150 billion worth of euros, right? They can't just market buy into that. They have to generate liquidity. And the best way to generate liquidity is to get retail on the wrong side of the market and then trip their stops, because their stops are buy orders. If they're short, your stop is a buy order, right? If you're short, your stop is a buy order. So there's a lot of buy orders just sitting in the market by default because you're in the trade. So right now, people that got short willingly, they got a buy level setting right above this wick. There's a bunch of buy orders setting right above this bullish candle. So if there's a bunch of buy orders just sitting there and you need them, yeah, you're going to do anything you can to get the price to go up there. I guess that would be the psychology. They're seeking out liquidity. Whether it's they or the algorithm, that's the way price moves. So whatever you want to say about it. So it always expands to both directions, right? Here's the takeout of all the stops to the downside. Here's the takeout of all the stops to the upside based on this one daily bearish engulfing candle. So that's all price does. That's all it does. It just seeks liquidity. It's an advertising mechanism to get you to go off your emotions to enter a position, and then eventually it tries to take out that position by hitting your stop. Indexes are offering great buying prices today. What do you mean, like SPX, all that stuff? Yeah. I haven't looked at it, but I imagine so. Yeah. Nice lower push. All-time highs. You had to see it coming, right? But is it a buying opportunity? Probably. It has been for the last 10 years. Is that a short? Ha ha ha. What are you talking about? Is what a short? USD and NZD CAD. I already looked at NZD CAD. Okay, there we are. USD CAD. Yeah, I already looked at NZD CAD. I looked at USD CAD too. So is it a short? No. It's got a lot of bullish strength, bullish momentum. You're trading well above 50. You're trading into the overbought regions. So you're definitely not looking for a short. Absolutely not. It can keep going higher. Is it extended? Yeah, it's possible. But it can keep going higher. Remember, the New York Open is in an hour and a half. It's extended. So yeah, it's going to get a pullback soon. But I would wait on the pullback, and then I would look for bullish entries. Taking shorts against bullish is like that. You're fighting the momentum. You're literally trying to catch tops and bottoms. And in my opinion, you're going to get wrecked doing that. I did it last week on Euro USD for NFP, but that was simple. It was for a day trade only. That's it. So that's about the only time I would take those kind of trades. It's not a short in my opinion. Hey, could you take a look at USD JPY? Yes. Yes, I can. So it's falling like all other yen pairs. I don't know why, but we don't need to know why. All we need to know is if it is, and it is. There was daily support. It's below it. Here's daily support. There's daily support. So you're below all these supports. Next level, looking for 109,638. You might not reach there today because here's a bearish target. And this thing is bullish until you take out that trend channel to the downside. I don't know if you haven't already. It looks like you're working on it right now. So from this wick low to this wick low, May 25th, 2021 and April 23rd, you can see you're trading below it, but you got support right under you. So is this an opportunity to get short? Almost, not quite. Almost, not quite. There's old support, so watch that. If price gets back up there, does it fail? If it does, look for shorts. If it doesn't, then you're waiting. Where are we at? Alright guys, I'm going to have to wrap it up. Answer this. Hey Heath, I'm new to your channel and have watched the beginner vids as you recommended and starting to become more profitable from slowing down and learning. I look forward to your strength. Well, that's fantastic, my friend. If most people do pay attention to what I'm saying, they'll see that there's whatever strategy they're using, it'll at least help it. It'll at least help it. All right, guys, I have to say good night, or good morning, or goodbye, excuse me. Got to get ready for the New York Open, as there are a couple things that I am looking for. I still haven't gotten around to doing anything that I need to do lately, so I'm going to try to get that stuff done today as well. Make sure you trade safe, make sure you trade smart, and happy trading. Remember, on Bitcoin, you're waiting to see if it finds resistance. All right, you're not looking for shorts just yet, as this move could be something just to get people on the short side. But we definitely don't want to see a daily closure below this level down here. Looks like it's going to, but we will see. All right, guys, I'll see y'all later.